All right, welcome in to another loadout race here. We've got Acrid today. Full default. No, not full default. I thought it was full default when I first was setting the racers up for this seed, and I gave him a card that said it was full default Acrid. No. Does anyone die? You've got to be kidding me. Dude, what are with these seeds with Acrid? I think we just saw... That can't... Ah, shoot. Someone died from it. We have to... You can't just call that skill issue. Right? We've had years of racing, like, well over a year of racing, on riskofresources.com. That's never happened once. And yet, here in the hosting league, not only do we get a golem trying to spawn kill people, but now we get this, and Popcore in the bottom right dies. Meanwhile, the other three do not, but they're at like 10 health. So what do I do? What I'll do, since there's other people that just straight up lost health. Oh, Cap ends up dying too. So does everyone just straight up die from that? Yeah, we got 2 deaths. 2 deaths from it. Oh, man. Really, of all the things that I would, like, get asked about? Because there were a few things. One of the things was, like, alright, host, the seeds were weird. But not like, hey, some people died from a spawn kill and others didn't. Ah, shoot. Because what I would have done is just tell the other people who didn't die just to, like... You know, have their Acrid die. They spawn in at full health as everyone else. And then we just subtract a +5 from everyone. Yeah, I'll let the stage play out, and then we'll decide after the stage is done. Yeah, let's just continue. Yeah, 2 deaths just straight up. Both Popcore and Cap. Maybe that's their handicap. They're the 2 higher seeds, right? Oh, someone just poofed. Oh, right. The Gruggy incident. Okay, so what's going to end up happening? I think Gruggy's PC, like, straight up crashes. After the spawn kills. So we'll go ahead and just skip right on ahead. Okay, he comes back for a second. Man, this is... What a start. 2 deaths. Waterholic's almost dead. There's no, like, blood shrine or anything that they can use. Man, this is like every caster's, every organizer's worst nightmare with this racing stuff is someone gets an Acrid loadout, and then they just get spawn killed from a blazing beetle. It's always the thing you don't want to see happen. Man, and I had no idea that was gonna... I would have just re-rolled the seed had I known ahead of time. It's like the one thing that'll make me re-roll. But I didn't see any blazing beetle when I spawned in. I mean, I don't want to see anything. Gotta try and keep it blind on myself, but... Alright, I mean, what do we see? We see a goat hoof on both Waterholic and Gruggy. Both who don't have any +5s. Down a little bit on health. Water already starting the TP. Has a goat hoof. Has an armor piercing round. Gruggy's stream crashes because his PC's dead. Okay. And Cap is also going to begin the TP. Ooh, good kill for Waterholic getting that Vagrant. Went full-on Acrid speedrun tech. We just stay in bounds. Oh. Okay, so they're just continuing. Alright. Man. That's not it, though. The wrong person crashed. Because Cap isn't there. We'll just have it at this. I'm going to have to get rid of the nameplates for a little second. If that's okay. Alright. But just to let you know, this is Waterholic up on the top. Up on the bottom left here, I believe is Cap. And then at the way bottom right here is Popcore in the deep dark blue. Just keep that in mind. Waterholic on the top. Bottom left Cap. Bottom right Core. And okay. Big items to keep in mind. Sorry, trying to just stay focused on everything that's going on. I would say the armor piercing round is really good. Keep in mind, Acrid is... Yeah, Cap gets it too. Right in bounce too. That's really good. Acrid really can kill Mithrix, can do everything just with poison alone. Needs a little bit of movement speed. I think that Goat Hoof, everyone got it really early on. For good reason. I mean, it was one really just out in the open once you get $25. But Acrid needs speed. If you don't have speed on Acrid, you just start taking hits left and right. It might be slow, but they'll happen. And when they happen, it's... well, you might be able to tank the damage for like stage 2, stage 3, but once you get to like stage 4 and you have things such as Elder Lemurians and brass contraptions that are actually going to deal damage, right? The elite forms, that's when they get scary. And, oh, Ice Band. Both Waterholic and Cap picked that up. We'll see if, no, wait, no. Popcore was hitting a chance shrine. Did get 2 items from that. Got a syringe and a PSG, but will be without Ice Band while the others have it. Also misses out on the equipment barrel there. Oh, wait, no, Popcore hasn't even activated TP. Okay. Well, the bad news is you're pretty far behind if you're Popcore then. The good news being you've got, you know, still a huge chance and a really good opportunity to get that equipment, get that egg, right? Egg is mobility, and get the Ice Band, which will be very useful in phase 2. Oh, it wasn't the egg. That's a Prayon accumulator just sitting right there. Are any of the plates good? Hold on. This Popcore activates the TP. Cap's name is still correct. Water's name is still correct. It's just here. If I just hide this, just assume it's Popcore and you know it's Popcore. There you go. Timeout's called. So you know you got to even the playing ground just by a little bit, right? Oh, there he goes. Okay, Gruggy gets it this time. So the only person who didn't get the beetle jump scare death is Waterholic. The only person. And Popcore, almost dead. Oh, geez. Oh, finish that off. There we go. There we go. I don't want to die from that. There's some wisps and other enemies, too. Kind of harassing. Nice thing about early on, in a run playing as Acrid, is that if you have poison active on a wisp, they take more than 1/6 of their health per tick. And because of that, they are constantly getting staggered. All right, there's a stagger feature. Not many people really know about it. But it's, yeah, always 1/6 of an enemy's max HP. At least some enemies. Some of them don't stagger, right? Like a brass contraption will never stagger. A parent won't stagger. I don't think Gup stagger, right? But a lot of the smaller enemies, like your Lemurians or beetles, wisps, stone golems, I think will stagger. Right, just got to do a lot of damage in one hit, and it's kind of nice. You can use it as a sort of stun grenade, in a way. As Popcore finishes up TP, Cap activates the TP, and Popcore gets the Renounce Band. Nice. And Gruggy. Did he grug? Is this Grug 2.0? The gruggening Nope, he's back. Okay. Yo, JP coming in with a 5 watch streak. Let's go. I think the health percentage might be different for some enemies. Okay. To my knowledge, I think it's always 1/6. I'm not really sure if there's any enemies where it's like 1/5 or 1/4. Even Mithrix Phase 4 could be staggered. No. Are you kidding me? Okay, what? Popcore, bottom right. It was right next to TP. That was literally right there. And oh, geez. Yeah, Popcore's running for the egg. Just want to go fast now. Can we stop getting runs with Stage 1 spare drone parts? This is getting outrageous. No, Gruggy, don't die. Alright, Gruggy hides from the Vagrant there. Stone Golem's 30%? Okay. And Gruggy takes a +5 from a Vagrant or Wisp shot. Not sure which. But ends up with a death. Has 2 now. One from the spawn kill beetle, which it's very unlikely that will be counted. But still just at 1 death. Not much loot. Hopefully he can at least get the ice band, perhaps. Maybe he could find the spare drone parts. That could make up for a lot. But just that 5-minute penalty added on and everything. You just change the names to the Drone Man League? Might as well. Out of the past 3 races that I've casted, out of the past 3, there's been at least per overall race, there's been at least 1 loadout where you get spare drone parts on Stage 1. And let's not forget, there is a Siren's Call Stage 4. Stage 4, Siren's Call. Can only, how did Waterhog avoid the spawn death? The spawn kill. Or, RNG, lucky. Enemies will spawn in slightly different locations. Okay. Gruggy gets the ice band, is done with the TP. If he can get $3 more and find that spare drone part chest, he could be in a really good spot. Because spare drone parts means Phase 2 is answered. Just buy a few drones, and you're A-OK. Popcore has an equipment drone with a radar scanner. Nice. Going to be getting blinded quite a bit throughout this run. But it's worth. And there's a watch printer. Did Cap get any watches? No. No watches. Nobody used that watch printer. Not even Popcore, but if I were Popcore, I wouldn't get any watches, personally. Just having spare drone parts for Phase 2 and wanting to keep that speed, right? Speed's important. You just want to be able to get from point A to point B as much as you can. The drones will do everything else for you. There's a ukulele leading up to Stage 3, right next to Stage 3 TPs, my assumption. Also an ignition tank. If Cap could find the ignition tank, can also have a gasoline to go along with it. Maybe this magma worm? No, it drops... Oh, it drops the ignition. Okay. LOL. That's going to be good. Some nice AoE damage. Poisoned enemies getting finished off much quicker. Yeah, I mean, just having those defense items, right? You don't want to spend time printing the launches either if you're Popcore. Spare drone parts. The only person with the spare drone parts. No one else got it. No one else found that chest. Except Popcore. Right, ignore that +5 on everyone except for Popcore, who doesn't have any. So they're all fine. The one time a +5 can be forgiven. You ever just do like a win streak? And it's accurate time, and you're like, well, what if I do get spawn killed by a blazing beetle? If I spawn it as accurate, is the win streak dead? Do we count that as an L? Or what? And I still don't know. Sometimes I say yes, just out of jokingness, but like if it actually happens, I don't know what I'll do. Alright, Waterholic, more far ahead than anyone else, has 2 goat hooves, has 2 APR, has an energy drink. Really good mobility. Has a Prayon with a band. Ice band, right? I feel like that's both what Waterholic and Cap are going for. Is just... Oh, wait, no, Cap has Ocular HUD now. Yeah, I guess so. Because I was thinking of Ice Band on Mithrix, but you don't really need that. I was thinking of the wrong thing. You want to kill those enemies on phase 2, and I don't think Prayon's going to do as good of a job as opposed to HUD. Right, the tendrils are cool and all, but it's about getting as many enemies as you can. Or did Cap not get the Prayon? Oh no, he got it. Did he just want it for a little bit? No, he says egg. Is he egging to get to the Prayon? Okay. So he does want Prayon then. All good. Crowbar found on stage 4. That's good for Team Prayon. Gruggy. Dealing with a Beetle Queen, just took a whole shotgun of Beetle Queen spit. About to take another one. If he's not careful, uses the egg. Kills the Queen. Nice job, Grug. And crashes. He's getting a blue screen of death right now. Overheating. Time to apply thermal paste. Get it out. Get out that zinc oxide or whatever they use. Alright, timeout's going to get called. And this was the second time that his PC crashed, right? Didn't even get to the ignition tank, and his PC's overheating, right? Maybe it's the gasoline that did it. Whatever might be the cause, I think this is the longer pause of the two. So we'll go ahead and skip forward. And let me just... His PC glooped. Oh, man. It sure did. There he goes. Back to stage 2. And go check this out. That's what we think. Permanent +5. There you go. Just so you know. Meanwhile, what's gone on? Cap found a Mocha printer. Up in the top right, found a an equipment drone on stage 4. Now with the Prayon there. Popcore. Oh wait, no, Popcore has the egg. At least be able to get an egg drone. You'd probably want the egg drone over anything else. And yeah, Popcore's is immediately going to leave. Knows that looting isn't really... Oh wait, no. Doesn't immediately leave. Doesn't have enough money for that. There's no other drones in the map. You have the radar drone, which is actually insane if you're going for a speed run with drone parts. Because you can just have the radar drone constantly go off. And as it constantly goes off... oh, Gruggy's about to die. It pings every drone's location. So to like Popcore see a drone get pinged, or maybe he wants the... Oh, he wants the TC, doesn't he? Oh, okay. Doesn't want the combat drone actually. Well, Popcore's gonna have to speed things up a bit because... Oh man. If only he knew. If only he knew there was a equipment drone on stage 4. You can have an ocular HUD equipment drone. And there we go. Cap with the... No way. Oh, no. Oh, if only Popcorn knew! There's empathy cores as the boss drop! In the top right, Cap getting the one shot with the... okay, well, I should have known because Waterholic's also already killed the boss like a minute ago. But there's empathy cores. Which is a guaranteed. Oh, if you're Popcorn, stage 1 spare drone parts... Empathy cores is the boss on Siren's Call. This is literally a speedrun seed. Wow. This is like a loader first place world record. Speedrun.com. How do I find these seeds? It's like the third one. Is Waterholic gonna get +5 added on at the end? It's going to be less of him getting 5 minutes added on and everyone else getting 5 minutes subtracted for stat tracking. Right, that would be unfair to count that. And it's a good thing that Waterholic didn't ever die from that. I mean, I kind of wish he did so he would spawn at full health. Right, because he was without a little bit of HP. Might have made him play a little bit differently. Gruggy going for the Beetle Queen kill, gets the kill, does not crash this time, gets his death mark. Very good job, Gruggy. Keep in mind, Gruggy's only at 8 minutes and 36 seconds. Wait. Oh, the +5s don't get counted. If you use proper save, it doesn't show the +5s. Okay, that's interesting. Popcorn beginning the fight here. Don't want to die. If you die as Popcorn, your whole advantage just goes down the drain. And, okay, just... Oh, please play it safe. Please play it safe. Please don't die. No. Popcorn with the +5. We'll see what happens here. Because now here comes the cores. And stay away from the larva. Stay away from that. Run, 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 run. You can get that later. Okay, gets it now. Oh, geez. Just jumping through all these... Oh, man, there's larva. There is so much scaring me on Popcorn's screen right now. And, okay, they're starting to get dealt with, but you gotta just look out for walls, look out for anything. You don't want to be near any rock or wall when you're on in a TP event like this, when you're dealing with larva, because what ends up happening is the larva have gigantic splash damage. And if they just hit a rock like 10 meters away from you, you still take full damage. Waterholic at stage 5 now. Construct is the boss. Gets wrecked. Wow, look at that. That was a huge prey on. And Water, who in the first week ended up with a DNF, ended up with a pretty low time for the one loadout that he did complete. Or pretty high time. I mean, just look at it, the difference is night and day. This is I could be looking at Water's gameplay right now, and I would think, okay, this is someone who's been racing for well over a year. And I don't know how long he has been at it, but pretty new to me. And it's really good. There we go. There's the Razor Wire. Gets the kills on the Zais. Cap just playing copycat. Copycat. Nearly just a few seconds behind what Waterholic is doing. And we saw some smack talk from Water before the race began. He called Cap, instead of the Icy Apple, his commonly known nickname, called him the Icy... He said, what was it? Icy Apple Stinks? He put that in this, in the seed generator before putting in the actual seed. And well, he's currently living up to that right now. He's showing, look at me. I don't care if I'm up against #1 seed. I'm Waterholic. I'm in the lead. I know what I'm doing. I know how to land these prey-ons. We'll see if he can continue. Keep in mind, both of these racers have double bubble up on the top part of the screen with the empathy cores. Popcorn does not, but what Popcorn has, look at the Zai Construct's health bar. And yeah, there's every burst of the empathy cores. You can just see it go down by like 5%. Maybe they're, okay, way more than 5%. That's like 10% every time. And they're shooting really fast. Wow. Just instant annihilation. One already gone. Popcore doesn't even need to play the game. Like a lot of people say when you play Acrid, you're just kind of chilling, doing nothing. Dilly-dallying. Having a good time. Well, for Popcore here, I mean, that's taking it to a whole other level. Literally just doing nothing. Literally just sitting around. I mean, is using the egg to help speed up the process of killing that Zai, but didn't even need to do that. Or maybe he did. I don't know. With the I don't know if empathy cores can pierce the Zai bubble or not. Cap going to clear the Void Seed as Waterholic goes with empathy core or with double bubble with that prey on. Okay, Waterholic started racing about 3 months. Okay. Definitely a lot newer than what a lot of people would be at. Cap deciding, figuring out, definitely not worth going for the Void Seed. Got a Rose Buckler. That's actually going to be really good. Rose Buckler or Razor Wire is a legitimate tactic in speedrunning with Acrid. You just purposely get yourself shot. It's even better if you have, like, on top of the Rose Buckler, you have a Repulsion Armor Plate. And then you just shift it to a Wisp, and it immediately dies. It's a real tactic. And Waterholic trying to do some weird form of host skip. I don't think that's how you do it, but that's okay. What Waterholic can do right now? We'll just call him Water. Yeah, just do the normal skip. No need for anything fancy. No need for host skip or host skip variant. Or the Acrid one's kind of hard to pull off. And Water realizes that. Just gonna go up. In terms of movement speed, Water's got 2 goat hooves, 2 energy drinks. Cap has 2 hooves and 1 drink. So even with a little bit of a movement advantage, we'll see. It's Gruggy just starting the TP on the bottom left there by Magma Worm. Gruggy's real time's at 15 minutes. But it's actually supposed to be like 25 minutes, I think. Which one compared to Popcore's actual time of 29 and Cap's of 24. Oh, almost landed that prey on. Oh, man, look at Water. Mithrix just really dashing a lot there. Wasn't able to land it. Oh, but here comes Popcore. Empathy Core drone parts in hand. Here we go. Doing the normal skip, has the egg to speed up the process a bit. Cap in the fight. Now Cap is going to try and... yeah, waits for the hammer. And he got... I don't know if I want to say lucky or not for landing that prey on. Sometimes Mithrix just like dashes a bunch more, like right after. But other times after he does that hammer swing, after he lands his hammer, he will stand still for a couple seconds. At the end of the day, though, he had the right timing down. Where I'm not sure if Water, even if Mithrix had the favorable RNG, if he would have landed prey on. So that's just experience right there for Cap with the prey on. He's been doing it for a really, really long time. And is already almost done with phase 1 Mithrix. We'll see here on Popcore, bottom right. Using the empathy cores. Just draining Mithrix's health. With that and with the poison. Right, no prey on. That doesn't really mean too much when... well, I guess the prey on could have saved you 20 seconds. Jeez, that's insane damage. I think we'll see the biggest advantage for Popcore on phase 2 with all the ads. All right, Cap here without the prey on, having to go at each ad one at a time. And same with Waterholic for that matter. Cap dealing with the ads a little bit faster though, even though Water got there a little bit later. Just And look at that. Water's just not knowing when to go in for the attack, when to hop in, when to hop out. It doesn't help that water doesn't have... He types in, I hate phase 2. I hate it too on Acrid. Especially without spit, without neurotoxin, right? No Rose Buckler, and +5s gets hit by, I believe, a Golem shot when trying to shift from one wisp to another. Does have, oh god, you don't want to die twice. Take cover, take a breather, you have a, oh geez, don't use the Prayon now. Because if you do die, you don't want to lose your Prayon. Otherwise, it's like a -8. You can just activate the Prayon from a distance and use the little shocks. And it does pretty decent damage. Yeah, Popcore already done with phase 2, by the way. I looked away for about 1 minute. And not only was phase 1 done, but 2 is also done, and now 3. And we'll see, Cap is readying the Prayon, and is pretty much guaranteed to get it. Right, it's just been waiting it out. Here we go. Cap is going to go for the Prayon. It's going to try and... There we go. Sweet spot. Not a crit. That's fine. What's a crit chance for Cap? Only 6%. And even with the Prayon, look at that damage. The probes... Oh, they're getting hit by Pizza. It's kind of Pizza RNG for Popcore here. Doesn't lose the probes. And you don't gotta get in there. Just run away, stay away, don't die. Oh, geez. Don't die Gruggy either. Gruggy printed the watches on stage 2. It's gonna take the... is that the... Yeah, Safer Spaces. Very nice. Popcore without Safer Spaces, keep in mind. Cap about 3/4 done with the fight. Popcore almost completely done. Probes get hit by Pizza, though, and will have to finish the job himself. Oh, don't get hit by it. That was really close. You could try to go for, like, some... You could go for Puddle Skip. Ooh, go for Puddle Skip. Or go for Egg. You could egg the center. Oh, something happened. Okay. Well, Mithrix dies for Popcore. And Cap getting ready also has the same thing happen with the probes, finishing off Mithrix. Both will have to do phase 4, both almost the same point in real time, but the only difference is that Popcore died on stage 4 during the TP event. And if it wasn't for that, oh, careful. Careful, Pop. Oh, you gotta kill him fast. You gotta be doing what Cap's doing right now. If you want to deny bonus points. Right, Popcore can finish in real time faster than Cap. Bonus points will be denied, but Popcore will still get in second. Maybe. We'll see what Gruggy can do. But Gruggy would have to go really fast. And welcome in King Beaver. Hope you're doing well. Scott here, why is Gruggy so far behind? Yeah, it crashed. Oh, jeez. Waterholic finishes up the fight. Does have the 1+5. Keep in mind, was the only person not to have the Blazing Beetle incident happen. So we'll think about placements after this recording's over. Because I genuinely... there's like 50 things you gotta juggle to get that down. Popcore, just a few seconds behind, does take a bait portal. If Popcore had any chance... Right, 10 seconds behind also in real time. If Popcore had any real chance of denying Cap bonus points, it would have had to been a good portal taken. And Cap taking the better portal essentially secures a bonus point. Right, never died during the run. Waterholic did die during phase 2. Cap, Gruggy, and Popcore all died once on spawn. Oh, Cap, yeah, there's literally no way Cap can lose. Cap did the Safer Spaces tech, where you walk over Mithrix, or take damage right before you lose Safer Spaces when he's trying to take it from you. And then when you get it back, it's on forever. It's really OP. Or not super overpowered. I mean, it's just a ship charge, but it guarantees safety. Although if something hits you twice in the same frame, I do believe you take damage. Waterholic here, just gonna make it to the ship now. Put up a moored. And Cap finishes up. Gonna go through... Let's see, does he skip the ship sequence? Oh, Gruggy lost 3 watches there. Is struggling after having killed the TP boss. Yeah, Cap at a 36-20. Which is technically a 31-20. So we got 31-20 for Cap. Popcore with a 36-45. So yeah, just 25 seconds too slow to deny Cap a bonus point. And it looks like... oh, Gruggy's gonna... Yeah, Gruggy just died. And Waterholic also gonna finish up. We'll just have all 3 of the times up real quick before we zoom in on Grug. Just everyone played so close to each other throughout this race. Popcore finding the spare drone parts. No one else had that. A huge advantage there, but Waterholic, I mean, played nearly identical to Cap, just didn't have the Rose Buckler and didn't land the prey on the first one specifically, right? So added a decent amount of time. But played Phase 3 really, really good. Got through Phase 4. Was that a skip? I wasn't paying attention. Regardless of what happened there, okay, yeah, and so it left with Delusions of Freedom. There it is. Attempted, did not get the puddle skip. Yeah, it's a good try to go for puddle. Puddle skip's really powerful. I know. I think we saw that earlier. 37-17. Okay, so let me pause right here because we gotta understand everything, right? In terms of actual times. Waterholic, I'll just put it in their names. How about that? Waterholic did not have a +5 from the Beetle on stage 1. Did not have that incident. Did die on phase 2. So Water's time posted is legit of 37-17. Cap, funnily enough, despite the whole Beetle incident on stage 1, still came out on top, beat Water, despite getting the spawn kill handicap. But we're gonna go ahead and remove that handicap because, well, it's not fair to die when there's literally nothing you can do. So we'll go ahead and put right next to Cap for the time being. Cap gets a 31, not 21, 31-20. Well done, Cap. First place there. Popcore did have the incident happen to him as well. Will come in at a 36-45. Right, has 2 deaths on there, so we're gonna go ahead and remove one. Had the death on stage 4. So there's that. Gruggy's current real time? Oh, that's a headache. Because those 2 first +5s didn't appear to have counted. But did the other one count? Like, did they all stack up when the extra +5 was added on? It's here. Time says 38 suddenly. Oh, okay. Okay, this makes sense. See, look, 2306. But once the +5 happens, everything updates. This mod, man. So broken. There we go. Okay, so Gruggy's time is normal. So we'll have to take that into account. He has till 71:20. The time posted for Gruggy is correct. Because the death, but the Beetle death is made up for the fact that he had to crash. It has the +5 penalty. Okay, we're good. No more headache. Everything's all good. We made it. We made it through, chat. GG's again to Cap for getting first. You can go ahead and actually hand those points out while Gruggy goes and prints Mocha, which is a smart idea, by the way. Right, you want movement speed as accurate. Attack speed, not super important, really, at all, but just having any form of movement, right? I'm sure Gruggy felt that during the TP event. Having only had one Goat Hoof and one energy drink, having lost 3 watches, right? That's minus 60% damage, which really hurts. Actually going to go ahead and print an elixir. Playing a little defensive, maybe hoping in the case he gets watches down the line, we'll be okay. But we'll hand out some points. Waterholic getting... right, the 37. Waterholic gets in third for that loadout. Right, yeah, 37. Yeah, okay. So Waterholic getting in third with 1 point. Cap coming in first and getting 1 bonus point. And Popcore coming in second. Getting real lucky with that, or maybe not so lucky. It was really, like, out in the open, right near TP. I'm surprised no one else got it with the empathy cores. Or, spare drone parts, my bad. And was nearly about to beat Cap, if not for that stage 4 death. Gruggy has about 30 minutes to complete before it ends up being a DNF. And I mean, he's just kind of messing around, looking at his build. Has double ukulele, has a lot of mochas. Right, movement speed's checked off. But if you're Gruggy in the situation, the really scary thing is that you don't have an answer for phase 2. Some potential answers could be, if you're in the situation, just after the TP, just buy a bunch of drones. With all the extra drones that you're going to get, your empathy cores could do a lot more damage, and your drones aren't going to die not till phase 3, right? So as long as you have your drone or cores doing like triple, quadruple damage, they'll actually kill the enemies pretty quickly. It might take a little bit of time, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, getting things like gunner turrets on stage after TP as well, that could also help. Gruggy gets stunned by the Void Jailer there. Okay, not really liking that situation. He's going to run away. Sees some items. There's a Forgive Me Please. There was a Will-O-Wisp on stage 1. I remember Cap got that. But Gruggy is without. Unfortunately. It's going to go ahead and grab the FMP anyways, right? It's a little bit of damage. A little bit of a solution for phase 4. Does lose the egg, though. Which egg could actually be good. Lets you get right up to the Chimera Wisps when they move away from you at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And Gruggy goes in for round 2 with the Void Jailer. Look out, those things are dangerous. Careful. One shotgun and you're just dead. Thankfully lands the shift there. Gets a stun. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. There's a Glacial Elder. Run away. How's FMP a solution for phase 4? It's not really. Phase 4 solution is you have poison, you're fine. It's more a solution for phase 2. Right? Because you can throw it on the enemies. If I said phase 4, I'm sorry. I meant to say phase 2. Because poison doesn't do the best of a job at taking care of wisps and golems. Takes like 5 minutes for that. Gruggy is just really having a fun time with this jailer. Already lost the elixir. He's going to go ahead and activate TP. Realizes, hey, I've been sitting here for like 4 minutes. Nothing's happening. It's going to go bonkers. has the Pauldron proc. Oh, Pauldron FMP, that's good. That's some good attack speed for you at 1. You can spam it really, really, really fast. But you know what Gruggy doesn't have? Gruggy doesn't have Forgive Me Please? Or not Forgive Me Please, that's what he's using. He doesn't have the Prey on. Right, Waterholic and Cap both immediately brought this down to 1 Xy construct, just with a Prey on. Popcore didn't have Prey on, but he had Empathy Core Spare Drone Part, so this boss was super easy anyway. So it's actually going to be a little bit concerning. Oh, Ignition Tank, that's at least good. Yeah, I guess FMP if you land it. Yeah, look at that. That's really good. Okay, so Gruggy shouldn't have too much of a trouble then. Not too much of a problem. There we go, yeah. The only nice thing about Xy constructs, like their one weakness, is that they have these 4 things that spawn on them at all times that are super duper weak. Or maybe not at all times. So a lot of times in Sky Meadow, the enemy cap gets met. And then the little alpha constructs that spawn on the Xy's can't spawn anymore. And that can actually hurt you a lot. Oh god, run away, get out of there. Throws the FMP right through the shield, nice. Here we go, should kill. Don't really need to get in there that much. Run away, there's like 8 wisps. You will die if you do not run. Run. Oh my god, at 30 health. Back up to 40. Acro does have good health regen. And Gruggy does have to... Oh, don't take fall damage. You gotta get that slug to get back in. Maybe get a little bit of fast food, take a bite out of a mushroom or something. Want to get your health back up a little bit. Oh, misses. Almost dies of fall damage. Has to jump off. Can use the shift. Just don't hit the wall and you don't die. Gonna teleport right next to him, though. Careful. Space is back up online. Gruggy is healing with the slug. Loses slug healing. Thank you, Wisp. And gets Razor Wire. That might at least help with the Wisps a little bit. My hypothesis, though, the way this is playing out, Gruggy's probably going to die. It's probably going to be a Gruggy +5. It still has 70% of the TP to charge and has 158 curse. I would be shocked. I would salute the Grug. Personally. Go over, write him a letter, and like attach a photo with me saluting him. Because that would be actually insane if he could pull it off. Okay, maybe I don't want to do that. Being a little bit nervous. He's killing stuff. Okay. Okay, Grug. Playing it a little smart. Don't want to die. If you die, it's 5 minutes added on, keep in mind. If you want to find out how long 5 minutes is, I could run an ad break for 3 minutes at most. And it would feel like an hour. Oh, there's the Gup camping. Right? And nobody wants that, right? That's what it's like to +5. Getting +5 is like rolling maximum amount of ad time on Twitch. Except it's even worse. Really, really, really something you don't want to happen. Especially when you die and then you're like, have a 4 or 5 seconds invincibility. You're just kind of dazed. You're not sure what happened. And then you just die again immediately. That's 10 minutes. Oh man, I don't even know what I can equivalent 10 minutes to. Yeah, there it is. There's the +5. So Gruggy will not be getting the salute, unfortunately. had a Wisp in an alpha construct just come from behind and from in front and give him the 1-2 punch. Maybe they were both in front? Oh, jeez, you don't want to die again. Oh, jeez, there's the +10. And now sitting at 60 minutes, only has 10 minutes before he has to concede. Really in trouble here. I don't even know if this is doable anymore. With the +10, going from 20 minutes to be able to finish, down to just 10, has to do an entire Mithrix fight. And kill Mithrix, get done with phase 4 before 7120 is up on the top right of his timer. I don't know. Yeah, there's maybe it's gonna have to do really good on phase 2. Gonna finish up charging TP. Yeah, give everyone who has access to the emotes, give Gruggy a gamer H26 embarrassed. And if you don't have it, go ahead and like spend 30 channel points, put it in now anyway. Because that's Gruggy's favorite emote, and I would be pretty embarrassed right there. If I had a double +5, and if I got the wrong item. Wait, why is the timeout happening? Did Cheese preemptively... I noticed on stage 2 his +5's not counting. Didn't notice him registering later, so I had to call concede early. Oh. Well, that's, oh, man. Yeah, just in the future, I guess let something play out. Right? It's always better safe than sorry to let something play out until you know for sure. Like, I guess if someone does use the proper save, just let it play until it says like 40 minutes ahead, and then after the race and stuff, I'll go ahead and go from there. But or just contact me and I'll manage it from there. But I mean, keep in mind our refs aren't paid or anything, and the odds of Gruggy actually finishing this run, right, are next to none. Right? I mean, we could if we went back in time and we let Gruggy play it out, what'd probably end up happening is Gruggy would get to Mithrix, maybe get past phase 1, get to phase 2, and not have an answer for phase 2. Unless he finds like an item or something. Which, I mean, it's not going to happen. And at the end of the day as well, it's not really preventing... too much from happening, right? Still, Gruggy is just going to get 0 points regardless. But yeah, GG's. Sorry. I mean, again, having to deal with computer technical problems is a pain. And Gruggy had his PC crash twice, came back and was playing all right. Just a lot of weird stuff and the mod glitching out. GG's to everyone there. We still got loadout 2, so it's not over for him. And even a tiebreaker. It goes to there. And we're back. On for number loadout. Loadout number 2. We've got Void Fiend. If you take a look at the card, I was too lazy to put any filler. Void Fiend only has one loadout. So what you see is what you got. And I don't think there's going to be many technical difficulties, if any. Because that was all in the first loadout. We got it all out of the way now. So here we are, Siphon Forest's first stage, and everyone is immediately going to see a Void Seed. Nice thing about Void Fiend, you open up a Void Seed, or Void Cradle, not a Void Seed. If you saw a Void Seed on stage 1, you probably got some sort of weird mod. Oh, there's 2! And it's going to be a Tentabobble, which everyone... not Gruggy. Okay, Gruggy decides to take Tentabobble. Everyone picks it up immediately. No one looking for like any equipment barrels, maybe checked for a little bit, tried to see if there was something there, right? There's Void Crit as the other Void item. It's Popcorn's gonna find out. Gruggy still has the +5 overlaid. Yeah, he's permanently, for the rest of the league, Gruggy's gonna have the +5. There's nothing he can do about it. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, Waterholic sees Void Crit. Does anyone take Void Crit? The answer's probably going to be no. Void Crit is like the worst Void item. Oh, I don't know. If I was stuck with a Void item as Void Fiend, would I rather want to be stuck with Wungus? Right, with the Weeping Fungus? Or would I rather be stuck with Void Crit? Probably just give me the Wungus. I'll take Wungus over Void Crit as an accidental pickup any day. Because at least with Wungus, you can still apply damage if you just don't sprint. But you have Void Crit and say goodbye to all your DPS. Cap opting to, I don't know if he 50-50'd a watch, but gives up the roll of pennies, keeps medkit though. Right, doesn't want to lose the crit. And Waterholic pauses for a moment here. Just checking something. What are some other items we see? There's a fire band. Bottom right, Popcore not only gets a tougher time, which is, it's okay. It's a good defensive item on Void Fiend, but far more important, there's a Void Band. Boom, easy. Fire damage, or not fire damage. Phase 4 skip, though. Huge AoE damage. You can just be in corrupted mode and pop an M2. And it's like a 900% damage, I think. Which gets multiplied by the Kajaro Band. And everything that walks over it just gets melted. At least for like the first 3 stages. Maybe later on not as much, but that's good. And the boss item is Hunter's Harpoon. Man, this stage could really use a recycler. Could you imagine if there's a recycler on the stage? And you could just re-roll the first void item. Oh, there's an equipment barrel. Cap sees an equipment barrel. Waterholic goes for 2 watches there. Okay. I don't know if... Yeah, I picked him up before he got the crit, so I'm assuming he did that, then picked up crit. Didn't want to lose that 10% chance for crit. Crit's really, really, really important on Void Fiend. Yeah, Popcore is printing, I think, gonna print 3 watches, maybe just 2. No, definitely 3. There's no way you hold on to medkit. Right? Right. Beetle Queen immediately dies for both Cap and Waterholic. And Gruggy, for that matter. Everyone sees, at least I know Cap and Gruggy both know about the equipment barrel, the other half of the map. Yeah, if that's a recycler, what could have been maybe like a plasma shrimp or a polyloop? Right, stuck with the Tentabobble. But who knows what that void crit could become? Do you go over and spend like a whole minute and a half to go get a void crit and re-roll it if you get a recycler? Maybe. It's a credit card. Okay, the other economy item. Which I guess if somebody gets that, they could get a bunch of watches, but... a little bit more disappointing. I was hoping for some mayhem there, but I think we've seen enough mayhem. Right, we already had loadout 1 with the Beetle. Cap gets the fire band. Gets to join Popcore in that club. In the fire band club. And is out of money. Is going to go to the TP. Oh, there's a scrapper. Okay, sees that. And it's probably going to get rid of just the medkit, is my assumption. I think he's going to keep the bear. Okay, he's not going to keep the bear. Well, I thought he was like going to be super like all about time. Ooh. Ooh, what a play. What a play, Cap. We'll see if, yeah, there's Gruggy just right behind. Gets the medkit. Cap gets the medkit, sees the scrapper's like, alright, I can get the blood shrine, get the chest, boom, plus 1 white scrap. And he wants watches. I'm assuming. If you get 3 watches, from where you're at now, if you're Cap, I know I'm focusing on him right now. Quite a bit. Gruggy finds the void crit. Don't get it, Grug. It's a trap. Okay, yeah, he's gonna run. Good for Grug. Popcore finds a Will-O-Wisp. Still hasn't activated TP, though. I've noticed that that's something that Popcore's been doing a lot. And it's a really difficult habit to get over, is just knowing when to activate TP. Right, you want to activate pretty early, because now you're going to be stuck with a bunch of money after TP. Money that's just going to get turned into experience points, which doesn't really do much for you. And you've done everything else that... I mean, I guess you've looted before TP. So if Popcore just immediately activates TP after, you can just leave and be A-okay. There's an equipment barrel on spawn. Waterholic sees it. Waterholic, the first one, keep in mind, is stage 2 wetland aspect. Right, no aqueducts, no free bands or anything like that. Gruggy, the second one over. But Cap, who is the third one over, a few seconds behind. We'll see. In terms of real time, yeah, it's 15 seconds. behind Waterholic, who started before everyone else. So Water's got a pretty decent lead, maybe by about half a minute over the other racers. But it's down 2 watches, right? That's like 40% damage from watches added on for Cap. 40% more damage that Cap will be doing. Maybe not direct 40%, right? It's diminishing returns the more you get. Maybe Cap does a third more. That's still a lot, though. Mythrix dying a third faster. Enemies dying a third faster, right? If you have to clear pre-spawns, you're going to do that a third faster. It adds up. I think it's a smart play. Waterholic, not sure why you didn't get more watches. I mean, 2 is good. If you're ever going to go for watches, right? And right, you didn't have to spend time printing. But if you're going to get watches, I'd always say if you see one, just make sure you have 2 watches before you leave the printer. Unless there's like some other better option. This Cap finds a Samarang. Oh, maybe we'll see some Sawtech. No, it's going to be like a pillar skip or something. Nope. Oh, that's, okay. The Blast Shower. Which could be good with the Fire Band, but I'm sure Cap is maybe thinking Sawtech and just immediately annihilating TP Boss on Stage 3, immediately annihilating Stage 2 TP Boss. Not going to really struggle. Even Stage 4 TP Boss can instantly die. There's not really any bosses on Sundered Grove that Saw doesn't instantly annihilate. And all the racers here are going to have a Gup to deal with. That's Samarang, huge value. Really good value on the Samarang there. Right, you take a look at Waterholic. Doesn't have the 2 watches, doesn't have the Samarang. Still dealing with this Gup. Gets it killed finally. Gets the Titan killed. Okay, that's fine. Didn't really have to leave TP at all for that. At 28%. Cap's actually a few percent ahead. Again, Cap's 20 seconds behind real time, but it's pretty good. How's Popcore doing? Oh, Popcore has 3 watches. Yeah, did activate TP immediately after finishing TP. Just said, all right, I'm out. Peace. Gruggy has the most variety in items right now. I don't think Gruggy scrapped at all. And it's showing... Oh! Come on, Gruggy! You're allowed to get the Lunar Pod. Open the Lunar Pod. I can speak English. I promise. There's a cleansing pool on the rectangle. You could get that could be a Radiant Pearl. And it was right there. Ah. I want someone to get it. Come on. Please. A Radiant Pearl. Crit. You're Void Fiend. You're gonna move faster? It's like almost a hoof. Okay, it's like 2/3 a hoof. But you're also getting 10% crit, 10% more overall damage. It's a huge item if you get it. Otherwise, it's just like Bison Steak on steroids. Yeah, there was a Lunar Pod right next to it. Right next to the cleansing pool. Oh, that's tragic. Yeah, Cap's not going to get it. I feel like if there's one person that would get it, it's going to be Popcore. That's my bet. See, Popcore hasn't activated TP yet. Gets the Samarang. Oh, no, but here's the thing. Here's how the mental process just works. Is you get a Samarang, and your first thought is, ooh, man, this Samarang would be really good at killing a boss. So Popcore's going to go over to the TP because he sees the bubbles. And Waterholic is... Is he looking to make the water clear? There is no make water clear mod in this game. Or in this league. Cannot do that. I know. I'm sorry, you can't see through. Oh, stupid tight noise is stuck. I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh, man. Okay, new Void Cradle for Cap. It's Wungus. It's a huge grab. Man, imagine if you're Void Fiend and you have both Wungus and Void Crit. You would start your corruption meter at 6%. It would be huge. That's Yeah, it's not ideal. Okay. Everyone just has a neural. The good thing about neural is that it doesn't reduce your, since it's just natural regen, you don't lose corruption meter from gaining health, which makes it a really nice item. I approve of the neural. Oh, there's a crit printer. Crit printer. Up, top right. Where Cap's at the top of the void, the vent landing. Also a void cradle there as well, and his pluripotent larva. Now Cap gets it. The problem is, if you're Cap and you get pluripotent larva, you are now printing crit. This is terrifying. If you die, you get sentenced to void band. You get sentenced to void crit. You're gonna finish your run way slower than 5 minutes, maybe. Well, maybe, right? The other end of the spectrum, it's you could die, but you'll come out 5 minutes faster, right? If you die like mid-phase 3, not too big a deal. Just gotta be careful. There's wings. That's a pillar skip. What'd be really cool is if someone had like a scrapper and scrapped their crit and then like died with the void deos and got safer spaces. That could be good. Oh, but then you also lose the watches. Man, there's so much bad that happens if you die. There was void band start at stage 3 as well. Dude, this whole run is setting you up for if you die once, if you die in the game, you die in real life pretty much, or at least in this competition you die. Okay, Popcore almost got baited by the weeping fungus. Right, because the pluripotent larva happens. You get void band, void crit, you lose watches. Your damage like quarters itself. If you get the void band, that's bad because there's normal, you know, fire bands on this run. You lose all access to crit if you picked up the void crit. The Wungus is bad. And there's nothing like saying, hey, it's a good idea to use this larva. Oh man. There's been like 8 void cradles too. You think one of them would be like a plasma shrimp or a polyloot? No. It's all trash. It's all just a trap. Free blue orb, by the way. At the end of stage 3, Cap will get to have a chance to see maybe something in the soup shop. I don't know if he'd want it. Yeah, Cap's gonna go for wings. You know, what'd be really good is you use your wings and then you use corrupted M1. Yeah, Cap doesn't want the portal. There's no need. Literally no need. Cap has a winning build. All he needs to do is just use the wings. A fuel cell would be huge. Get the corrupted M1. You pretty much have full uptime on it. And then you just fly above Mithrix and he dies. By the way, the reason why Cap is just floating around, is that a... Oh my god. Imagine if someone just got the... God. If someone just got the cleansing pool pearl, they would have had double Murph. Gruggy. Oh no. I am weeping actual tears right now over that weeping fungus pickup. Don't do it, Popcore. Don't do it. Yeah, Popcore knows what's up. I mean, you already have the neural. Mungus isn't horrible. I guess if you're in corrupted form, you're not really sprinting that much if you're actually dealing damage. That is a good point. There are worse things to pick up, right? It's not void crit. It's not void. I mean, you don't have a band. Maybe you could pick up the void band. Actually, void band wouldn't be bad. You just vand up, use your corrupted M1 with your wings. Mithrix doesn't teleport back up to the center, and you just get giga damage. Popcore printing up a storm with all the crit. Easy choice. Cap annihilating the bosses, as you see there. Corrupted M1. Keeping up pretty much full uptime that whole time. Having that 100 armor in there. Oh, I'm so upset about the pearl. Gruggy also getting pearl. Gruggy. Okay, just use your M1. Oh, took huge amounts of damage there. Just accidentally harpoon. Oh, that was definitely harpoon. I'm blaming that on harpoon for Gruggy's fall. With 2 Hunter's harpoons, you gotta be careful with your M1. If you use your M1 right after killing something with 2 poons, you're just dead. I guess it can happen with 1 as well. It's just a lot easier with 2 because it lasts a lot longer. By a lot longer, I mean the speed boost lasts for like 0.2 seconds longer, which is a long time. I'm saying long a lot. How's the Acrid run? It was a nightmare and a blessing. There was so much good in that run, and there was headache with crashing and other problems. But we got through it now. We're on this one, which is almost equally as insane. We got a crit printer. There was a watch printer. There's wings. I mean, Cap knows what's up. There was a potential pearl. There was a cleansing pool right next to a, like literally right next to a lunar pod, and no one got it. I'm pretty sure it was like right on spawn too. And then there's a molten perforator printer on stage 4, which could have been double yellow. Could have been double yellow. Ah, I can't cry over spilt milk, or in this case, cry over spilt lunar coins. No, they're not spilling the coins because they're not opening up. But yeah, if you're Cap right now, I mean, yeah, kill a couple pre-spawns, right? That's what the watches are for. The watches are really, really good at doing that. Pre-spawns are already dead. Cap's just slowly waltzing over, making his way to the TP. Waterholic only just getting to stage 4, though. Took a little bit more time looting, or getting the crit glasses. We'll see if Waterholic can catch up. It is a pretty steep ask to catch up an entire stage. But with 3 Gup there, what is that golem doing? The Gup, like, defense system, what's happening? Oh my god. There's like 5 Gup that just spawn there. And they're pushing the Titan around. How are you supposed to dodge the Titan laser when the Titan laser's source is constantly moving? That's so frustrating. They're like made a gun full Zai construct. And, okay, loses the watch. Oh my god, poor water. Poor water. Doesn't have any movement speed aside from 1 hoof to deal with that, and thankfully runs away. Now encounters a overloading golem. Jeez, that was, I felt that. I despise Gup so much. I mean, we saw that one race with Actor earlier this week, where he was like taking a vent, or I think it was on week 1 maybe. No, I think it was week 2. He took a vent, and then mid-vent, like 4 Gup spawned on him when he was playing Captain. And he literally just had to die. His only way out was to tase a Gup and then jump off a cliff and hope that he lives. Balanced enemy, by the way. Gotta love it. There's a recycler. There's a recycler that Popcore found that nobody else got. And I don't know if that was from giving up the wings, but that one gets to be rerolled. It could be a potential safer spaces. It's an encrusted key, which is in some ways even better. But the problem for Popcore, or you really wish, if you're Popcore, that you have maybe gone for benthic. No, you don't want the benthic. That's going to take your stuff. I feel like the larva is just not good. Yeah, just goes for the wings. It was a good play. Encrusted key could help out a lot. We'll see. I mean, that could be a polylute. That could be a safer spaces. That could be anything. The recycler was Tri-Shop. Okay. So there was 2 Tri-Shops. One had the... Oh, wait, no, the wings with the... Was that the Chance Shrine? No, it wasn't. That was right in the open, wasn't it, right? Oh, I forget. Waterholic really just... Okay, dealing with the TP. I look away for 2 seconds, and the TP's already... Well, the boss is already dead with TP. Right, no more Wandering Vagrants. Oh, Golem just blind shot. Right, and... You know, use your rear view window, come on! Take a look at the golem. Take a look at the jellies. You're just getting attacked at all angles right now. If you're, oh, Waterholic. You know what Waterholic could use is that speed printer that Popcorn found. Like even Cap could have maybe. Nah, I don't know if Cap would benefit from getting that speed. If Cap had like one additional energy drink, it would have been huge. Like if the scrap was available. I don't know if you want to give up a watch or crit for that. Waterholic getting a feather. It's going to be nice. Having been done with a TP. Popcore hashtag wrecking that stone golem. You know what that stone golem doesn't have on Popcore screen is there's not 3 gups defending it. Which is kind of convenient. But there is a mending larva. Look out. Cap's on the moon, by the way. Has wings. Doesn't have any speed, though. Aside from the goat hoof. I don't see any like red whips or anything. Just gonna have a pretty slow ascension. The good news is that Cap can just spam his shift once he gets a wing prison, and he'll just slowly ascend. It'll be slow. Oh god, Popcore has like 3 mending larvae. Look out, look out, look down, look down. Oh, it's jellyfish. Okay, not as bad. I thought it was mending larvae. Thankfully, just 5 mending jellies. Gets the predatory instincts, even faster attack speed. Right, a really good item to have. Cap has 2 of those, by the way. Waterholic not fine crit punter? He's got 7, what do you mean? There's an ICBM. What? Okay. I clearly missed something because. Okay, Water. Where did Gruggy get the ICBM? Bottom middle of stage 3. Okay. Yeah, that's huge. And what would be even also more huge would have been the ultimate play. Is if Gruggy got the ICBM somehow, like did this really quick. By the way, he does have fireworks, which is cool. Might be able to get like 1 or 2 drones on stage 5 and just revive them during the fight, but if Gruggy got that recycler, recycled the Wungus that he has, gets the encrusted key, and then that eventually gets to a plasma shrimp, now that'd take way too long. Cap's already on the fight. Ooh, Gruggy's gonna get a molten perforator. Red item. Oh, H0sting. Right next. Wow. No one else found that? That Shattering Justice is right next to the Molten Perforator printer. I thought more people would have got that, but Gruggy has that. That's going to be really good for him. If he wants to place well, if some other people who might die. Right, even if Gruggy dies. Oh, he does lose the Molten Perforator. But Shattering Justice, Pocket ICBM. If Gruggy gets any form of missile, he's going to... I almost guarantee there's no way Gruggy doesn't finish this. Cap is almost got max charge. Okay, get ready. As soon as Mithrix lands, you're about to see some giga damage. I'm assuming... Does he use the wings? Oh wait, no, there's Feather. Why even bother using the wings? Yeah, look at Cap's uptime on that the M1. Huge crit value. Oh, just barely, just barely, just barely. No way. That whole time, as Mithrix takes another like 1/5 of its max HP, just right then and there, Cap was at 1%. 1% more, and he loses his corruption meter and goes back into normal mode. And then all of that damage wouldn't have happened. That is a huge time save. Very fortunate. Wow. Well done. Waterholic, by the way, kind of struggling. Even with the 7 crit, staying in corrupted form is really nice, having all that extra armor. But, oh man. Does at least have the Titanic Neural, right? Getting a little bit of health, like 2 health per second because of that. So able to regen a little bit while in corrupted form, and just pretty much full uptime regens a huge amount of crit or corruption every time he just uses them one a little bit. And 50 health. Oh, geez, run away. Oh, runs a little too much. Thankfully, has a feather. There's a Scorpion. Gruggy has Scorpion. Gruggy has Safer or Shattering Justice. Gruggy has Icy BM. I feel like if I was watching Zinc would have just opened up those three things and just would have already known they were there. Oh, man. Gruggy's got it so good, but who doesn't have it good is Waterholic at the top left just died. The only one with a +5, and with that +5, thankfully does not have the pluripotent larva. I would rather take the 5, but oh, you gotta heal up. You gotta run away. These wisps are so much. This Elder is so much. You don't have the Fire Band from stage 1 to deal with this crowd control. You don't have a Gasoline. Cap's already on phase 3. Halfway done. Cap can afford to die even. Poor Waterholic. Waterholic, who barely, if had he not died last loadout, would have denied Cap bonus points. Despite missing out on some things. Despite not landing those Prayon shots. But this time around, has the +5 is just a little bit too far behind, and being already in 3rd place in Popcore, who gets a Plasma Shrimp from the Encrusted Key. Oh, man. Imagine if Gruggy got that. That would have been nuts. And yeah, sure, it would be. It's always, you know, we know Gruggy plays a little bit slow, but it would definitely be a finish. The Gruggy hour would have been a Gruggy minute. Waterholic gets Milky Chrysalis back. Sees an egg. Decides egg is better than wings. Cap getting ready for a phase 4 skip. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a lot of bleed on Mithrix. Oh, be careful. Okay. Mithrix is going to go into the center. Popcore? Oh, no. As Cap lands the phase 4 skip, Popcore just got blasted, I believe, by Elder Lemurian. A double +5. Or a plus void into a +5. And just gets stuck in wing prison. Dies again! Are you kidding me? 3 deaths in the course of 1 wing usage. Wings are really awkward. They're really weird to use. Really hard to use and get your value from them. At least gets a Polyelite from all that, but 3 deaths, and you might die again if you're not careful with that mending brass contraption. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful, Popcore. There are so many things attacking you right now from so many different angles. You got to be really, really smart about how you play this out. Getting slammed by that parent. Gruggy losing a bottle. Leaves some to some larva after the TP. Kept running to the ship. Going to be a sub 32. Waterholic just getting onto the moon after 34-minute mark. Oh, man. This is not looking good for Popcore, who was in 2nd place originally. And now is going to be fighting for 3rd. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Waterholic still has to do an entire fight, but Popcore, who lost 2 watches, who lost 4 crit, lost a fire band, it's now a void band, lost a molten perforator, and is at 5 health, only alive to a med kit, now dies to a wisp. That's 3 +5s at 30 minutes, and could die a 4th time. This TP event was just not good to water. Just so many shots, so many alpha constructs and not empathy cores, Solus probes, and just so many shots. Wisps constantly harassing, brass contraptions of various elite status. Elder Lemurians, just all of that just stacking up, and Water, who was struggling with AoE damage, just couldn't pull it off, couldn't land all the dodges. And Cap is done. Looking at a 31-01. Time to double deny. We'll start with a single deny as we get Cap's Time off the screen, 31:01 again. The time for Cap. Well played. Cap has already declared the winner. Could see some more points, though. Let me see. Time to deny bonus at 36:01. We'll see if it can happen. Get too hypey with Void Fiend? Yeah. You feel so powerful with Void Fiend until you get smacked. Even with that 100 armor. There's some really scary things. Gruggy almost taking a little bit of fall damage there. Does take fall damage. That's plus 14 curse just from one mistake there. Gotta be careful. If you ever play Void Fiend and you're gonna use your shift ability, if it's just to like go up a little bit more, make sure you're not sprinting. If you're sprinting when you use it, you go way higher. And it can often result in your annihilation. And if you're Gruggy, you really don't want to die, because if you die, there's going to be a lot more than one deaths. Is my hypothesis. Right, Gruggy loses 6 crit, loses Molten Perforator. Does not get... Oh, it does get Polyloot. Okay. So at least not the worst trade. I've seen worse. I think Gruggy will be okay-ish. Oh. Popcore does get a Void Jailer. That's pretty cool. Gonna be able to hold Mithrix in place a lot more. Gonna be able to just stun him around. Gotta be careful, I guess, sometimes, though. Void Jailer can just launch Mithrix right into you, mid-attack. When you don't expect Mithrix to come way super far away, just charging up a Hammer C right there. That Void Jailer just dragged Mithrix like 2 meters to the right. And if you're not paying attention, it can result in your death. Waterholic with a very bare bones build. Has 7 crit. Still, right? Thankfully, didn't have the Poripotent Larva. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't think 7 crit would add up to 5 minutes. It depends, like, how dangerous this fight is for water. It's very dangerous. Gets hit by that hammer swing somehow. A sour spot, but still 500 damage, 400 damage nonetheless. Be careful. Oh, boy. Yeah, that is, oh, you really don't want to be standing around that rock. Even with all that crit damage, even with that feather in hand. Obsta to heal up a little bit. At least has the Titanic Knurl, so shouldn't have to heal up again. I disagree with that last heal. Obviously, Water feeling a little scared after that incident. But just, oh, yeah, there's another hammer swing. Just let keep your distance when you're not in corrupted form. Let Titanic Knurl do its thing. What is Popcore doing? Uh-oh. Popcore. Almost dead as well. I mean, I forgot for some reason I thought Popcore was on phase 4. That's how bad my memory is? That's how bad my attention is? Why am I casting again? I don't know. Popcore took a huge hit there. And is almost dead. Able to make it out alive. Hopefully should be able to recover. Doesn't have Titanic Knurl or anything else. Gruggy starts the TP. We'll see what happens in the initial stage or phase of this fight. Yeah. Yo, yeah. You'll go get him, Gruggy. Look at that. Instant annihilation. Holy damage. Please don't die. Gruggy's doing the technique with Ocular HUD, by the way. As long as you hold down your M2, or your M1, in corrupted form. If you hold it down at the start of an Ocular HUD usage, or just at any point when your Ocular HUD is active, you will maintain crit until you let go. So Gruggy got some huge value with that. I mean, maybe not so huge. Gruggy already has 6 Ocular HUD. That's a +5 from Popcore, by the way. Ends up taking a death of 4 deaths now. Could be at 5 in a second here. Look out for that exploder right beneath you. Ew. Am I allowed... I'm not in a pause mood today. Not pausing yet. Nope. I've told myself I'm gonna save pausing and replaying for the highlights to make them truly highlights. You're on Twitch. We're here to observe real time. Oh man. And just with the death there, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure at any cost you don't end up in a plus 10. Time to deny bonus at 36, by the way. Gruggy just passed the 37-minute mark. So now it's time to deny double bonus, which is going to be at 41:01. If no racer can finish before this time, which it looks like only Gruggy could. Gruggy is done with TP. I mean, oh man, Gruggy knows that he's got a good build. Getting to Mithrix at 37, which is very good for Grug. Popcore using that Void band to his advantage. But has those exploders on the left. Look out for that explosion cloud in the air. Don't want to jump over that or you die instantly. Gotta love how the exploders explode midair. So it's an invisible trap of pure death. Waterholic at 50 health. Oh my god. This lunar mass just really harassing these racers here. And while all of this is happening, another +5 for Popcore. Keep in mind, the time to even complete is 71 minutes. Which, oh my god. Gruggy, the one who had the DNF, who had the early DNF, was most likely never going to be able to finish last loadout. Gruggy's looking great right now. Chilling out at 38-26. You saw how much damage he did to the Souls control units. Oh, as Popcore just really trying to learn how to deal with wings. Right, you get 15 seconds of awkward movement, which leads into this slow fall. Wings used to not have the slow fall; they would just straight up end. I wish they could bring that back. I would much rather just die of fall damage if I wasn't paying attention to my wings, rather than get stuck in wing prison. And Popcore's in trouble. If Popcore dies one more time, or does not finish this fight in 2 minutes, he will have to resign. There's Void Band there for you. Oh man, just so many deaths. Racking them up at 6 right now. This corrupted mode's going to have to really mean a lot. There you go. There you go. Mithrix down to half health. Only 2 minutes to finish. We'll go ahead and get rid of the double bonus denial off screen. It's not going to happen. Oh, nearly died. Almost got hit by that pizza. 71:01 is the time that Mithrix needs to be dead. Popcore is down to a minute. Waterholic here on phase 3. Just really making use of this life. You don't want to die at 173 curse. Being smart. Each death is one death closer to a DNF, right? One death closer to losing points. And there's times to die a bunch during maybe practice or something, but this is the real deal. This is a tournament. This is points. This is where the money matters. Oh, Popcore gets a really, really, really good Void Band hit. Oh, it's going to have to be done with phase 4 in 40 seconds. Oh, it's all now or nothing. Oh my god. I can barely watch this. I'm so scared. 30 seconds. Don't get hit by pizza. Go, 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 go. No! Oh, that hurts. But that is over the 40-minute mark before phase 4 is dead. And once Cheese looks up from his phone, we'll see the situation. H0sting. I mean, Cheese should look. It's going to have to be a DNF. Yep, okay. Hurry! Okay. Popcore, who played so well in Loadout 1. Only 25 seconds behind Cap in real time. This really had a little bit of a... just one death. And the damage was tripled. That Void Larva kicking in with the launches being lost and just Just that Popcorn stated that out of all the survivors that he didn't want to play, Void Fiend was the one. And unfortunately, this week just had to deal with it. And we'll have to concede the run. GG to Popcorn. Played well. But that brings us to something else. Oh, let's see. Gruggy has no deaths. Gruggy? Let's see, I think that's... There we go. Waterholic is almost on phase 3. Does get a death, but thankfully just held in for as long as he did. Gruggy is already on phase 2. I didn't even notice Gruggy start the fight. Wow. Even with the Wungus in there, look at that charge with the crit. Just able to build it right back up. Who cares about the Wungus in hand? Almost all Chimera already almost dead. Waterholic finishing up the fight. If Gruggy dies twice here. Let's see. Popcore had the 1 death. So if Gruggy dies even once, that's a tiebreak. Oh my god. Gruggy can get 2nd place if he doesn't die. Gruggy will win this, or not win, but get 2nd place in this overall, in this loadout race if he does not die. He can get 2nd place, and then it goes to DNFs, but Popcore had a DNF. So then it goes to the next thing. Right after, oh geez, loses the bottle. No, no, no! Oh, but it's not over! Pluripotent Larva kicks in. Gruggy's still in it. Because after deaths, it goes to real time, and Popcore had the better real time in loadout 1. I believe it was a 36:45. It's going to come down to this for Gruggy. As Waterholic prints red whips to try and get to the ship faster. Very interesting take. I love to see it, though. And, oh no. What happened? Gruggy died! Oh no! Gruggy! Comes in with a pizza +5, ends up dying after losing the larva and, well, having a death in hand. It's going to be a matter of, will Gruggy even get in 2nd now? I mean, Gruggy's really running out of time. Waterholic here. Waterholic could get 2nd. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Oh, what happened? Someone... Oh, I think... I remember getting a message. Popcore had to set up for something and ended up accidentally leaving stream early. It's okay, though, because we have... Is this it? There we go. I have so many scenes, chat. And Gruggy with the death. Gonna clock in. Oh, it's gonna be close. If Gruggy can do this without dying, he could get in 2nd place. And, oh my god, Waterholic down to 400 health. Getting harassed by the Wisp. Still has 40% to charge on the TP on the ship, not TP. Look out for that Wisp. Jump. Gruggy, don't get hit. Oh no, Gruggy gets hit. Use your shift, use your shift. Can't use the shift. Oh my god, Gruggy's gonna die. Gruggy's gonna die from the Void Band. Dies from the Void Band. No way. Gets another +5, but Waterholic here could die. Look out for the Wisp Orb. Dodges it. Escapes the ship. Does not grub. That was close. And poor Gruggy, with the last second death from the Void Band, from the orb that hit him. Oh my god, what did I just witness? Here in the hosting league. I just witnessed... Oh, wow. I did not expect that to get so close as it did. Waterholic able to finish, able to get that 2nd place secured. We'll go ahead and start handing out points. As we look at the standings, Waterholic getting in 2nd place in the loadout and in the race overall. Waterholic, even if he got in 3rd, would probably, I believe, would get in 2nd, or, yeah, would get in 2nd. Because I forgot that he did not DNF loadout 1. And since it goes off of DNFs, getting 3rd place each loadout is better than getting 2nd place one and DNFing another. Right, finishing is important in this league. Yeah, Waterholic finishes up, and we're now just down to Gruggy. We'll just go ahead. Oh, there we go. Whew. So Gruggy's going to go ahead and finish the ship charge. Looking at a subs 57. Not bad. This is Gruggy's first completion in a loadout, and the first completion is a point. So congrats to Grug for the finish there. Really played it well, just had the accidental death there at the end, and the death in, I believe, what was phase 3 to the pizza. I'm impressed. Just played it slow and steady, knew when to go. I think that's something that Gruggy's learning, is knowing when to go. And even after having a PC crash twice in the same race, comes in 3rd for this loadout and gets a point. Well done, Gruggy. And GG to everyone who competed today. Oh, I haven't updated cap. Yeah, it looks close, and then we update cap. GG. Oh, man. Well played. Yeah, everyone got points, which I'm really happy about. Especially Waterholic. Waterholic did not, I believe... No, wait, no, Water got a completion. I'm not sure if he got points, though. In week 1. Yeah, that's first point for Grug. GG's to all. Everyone played well.